Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium. You walk in this place, you can feel the echoes. So many epic moments have unfolded on this field. And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that in this big contest. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week. The Ole Miss Rebels taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Rebels will kick this away and start us off. He'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Heading left after the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Touchdown, Rebels. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense to sit back and take it easy, fellas.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
7, 0.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Makes the first down, but Casey Price, big hit there at the end.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Snags the quick throw. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this. And
they heave it deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Now we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for victory.
Now they get set now to try the PAT. And it's good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking to scramble now. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
They'll run it to the left. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
A quick throw out left, complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Strong game by this quarterback. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and he reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Offense is back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They're going to run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
On the run, he'll let it go. And he pulls in the catch. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. Direct snap to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a 4th down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. That's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out in the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 14, Notre Dame 7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Handoff heading left. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Irish. And now we are all even for basically a brand new game here.
Yeah, it's exactly right. With a tie game, you treat this as a fresh slate. Forget about the mistakes you've made, the big plays that you've made before. Doesn't matter anymore. Now you just go out and play and go try to win this game.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. The BAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Kickoff fielded inside the 20. Gets it to the 29 before being brought down. Offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And they get him down after the completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose.
Oh, the ball comes loose. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A fumble return for 6. Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Ball handed off. He shreds the tackle. In the clear at the 25. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Past the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. And now the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He's swarmed by the defense. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I don't know if there's much more he could have done on that play. Sometimes it's not necessarily a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. It's the defense just does a nice job at the line of scrimmage, and they make a play.
This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. The punt goes out of bounds. Looks like the 35-yard line is where they'll spot it. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. Last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. Let's see if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held it just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. The Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Looks right for a quick completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. See what the call is on 1st and 10. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw it on first down. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
There's a nice play by this defense. After giving up a huge gain, they're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And now the defense able to bring him down. So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. He stays alive on the junior. Gets home, making a sack there. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Chris, hindsight obviously is 20/20, but after a really successful run on the previous play, maybe they should have gone back to the well for another run instead of this pass.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Receiver in motion now. Play action fake, looking to throw. The pocket. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense recovers the fumble. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. It felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. This one will be fair caught. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. They'll tackle him right at the 31. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
Looks like he's going to run it. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. It gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to extend the play. And he'll scoot out of bounds after a short gain. Not enough for the 1st down.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. And a timeout is called important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. The lead remains at 7 after the miss. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the second down play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's looking deep here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Looks left and finds his target there. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
He finds the running back in the flat. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Rebels have 1st and 10 here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And he drops back in the gun. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Rebels pick up enough yards to move the sticks. They try to run it with the option. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Hands off to the fullback. Fights off a defender. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Rebels. This offense is still clicking.
What an extra dimension to this offense when you can pull a quarterback design run and not just pick up 5 or 6 yards, but a big gain and a touchdown. This guy is special.
And he knocks through the PAT.
21.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. Escapes the sack. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Ball carrier tackled there. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Can he make it to the marker? And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for it.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
And he's got it. They make the first down, brought down to the 31. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looks to the left, pass caught. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Banks. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
The extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Here comes a handoff. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Ole Miss 35, Notre Dame 28.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Back in motion now. Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back clock's got to stay in bounds because, remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
And that stiff arm will help earn him the first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He lets it go. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. And the Rebels pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play from the very jump. And the fullback just didn't have any speed to get around anybody. He stuffed the run perfectly.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Well, they feed the fullback here, and the big fella with a solid gain there.
Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of college offenses that still display a fullback. It sure is nice to see a guy that not only can block most of the game, but occasionally get his hands on the football and get some positive yards.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also...
He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. And he's got it. So the two-point try is successful, and they build the lead even further. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
43, Notre Dame, 28.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw it deep. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Hey, you're trailing late in the game like this. You're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
He escapes the sack. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Boy, it's second down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They got a real shot here now.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Running out of time in the pocket. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Receiver makes the grab. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Touchdown, Rebels. And this one is getting ugly.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through.
50. Notre Dame, 28.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
And the defense wraps him up.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me?
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. Finding some room at the 25. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the beatdown continues. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
Ole Miss, 57. Notre Dame, 28.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Fighting Irish will take over. 1st and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. The back's got it. In the clear at the 25. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Tackle made way downfield. Enormous gain.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Defense is coming after him. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this.
And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? He steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here the interception cost him.
He's brought down out at the 46.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
That's a strong stiff arm. And he'll be brought down here on the final play of this game. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these